There we go. Hello, 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 hello. I actually remember to turn on my mic this time. Yeah, you should be. Compared to how I do with that, it is frankly very much a big deal. Frankly, very much a big. Quiet with the echo. The price of my love, yes, the price. Yes. Oh, Corey! Ayo! A year? A year! What the fuck is that? Right? A year, Corey. Thank you so much. Nice. Sorry, I'm just trying. Yes, it is. And it, yeah. I am trying to. Guys, I am trying to figure out a look because apparently my look is not good. So it wasn't unique enough. So I'm taking that to heart.
Yeah, this is big brain time.
We aren't hearing Jen and Maya. What? Why does it do that? It was set to HBO. What the fuck is going on? Da 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 da. Why? 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 Mm! Why? No! Say something.
Saying
Blah, blah,
words.
There we
blah.
go. For fuck's sake, OBS.
Woo!
Christ.
We got there in the end.
All right. Now that everybody can be heard.
Are you sure, though? Are you absolutely sure?
Hello, everybody. Welcome in.
I don't know, Corey's popping off in chat. I think you can hear us.
Yes. Welcome in. Welcome in. They're very loud. I do apologize. Welcome in, guys. If you're watching
we
this
loud?
on
Boy.
the YouTube, please hit that follow and like button. It helps us a lot. All right. Today, we're going to do more digging. But first, I need to find an outfit. And I don't know what I should pick.
I mean, you could just go to what you're wearing.
Apparently that was not good enough, so I'm gonna listen
was
to
fine.
what you guys are saying. So I'm gonna
Like I
be.
say, I did not say anything. Jen said something. Okay. Just so we're clear.
I'm gonna
Oops.
be a spirit with a bunny on my head.
Yeah, that's brilliant. You look beautiful.
I also here. I
Oh,
got this. We.
oh, good God, golden bugnet, nice.
I also got. Where is it? No, I don't have it unless I put it in here.
So wait,
Oh, I
just
do.
now I just remembered. What pickaxes do you guys have?
Holy crap! What?
Because I think I had a worse one. So I'm gonna make the better one if I can.
Oh, adamant. We have adamant.
Yeah, the 19 elemental bars I don't think is enough. Is there ores?
No clue.
Where's the ores on? Wait, am I ores?
I
Ah,
need
okay, there's a
more
lot of ore.
gill potions. How do you make those again? I forgot.
Coral and just water leaf and water.
Gotcha.
And have you never answered me what anniversary thing are you talking about?
Well, the Mario movie is out. You know what? I'm going for the toad look.
Yo.
Where is it?
Oh, you look fine without the helmet. I like the bunny.
Mm-hmm.
I like that look.
Oh, okay. I'll go back to it.
Oh yeah, this pickaxe a fair bit better.
There you go.
No, I don't have to
I
listen
look
to the
a little
drill
bit
anymore.
naked. I'm your local genie.
Yo.
Okay.
Gills potion. Organic materials. I need to go farming coral.
Well, if so, to the west, if you go that way, there are some areas that need to be digged out. Which reminds me about the water, like the sea area. If we dig down in that, we will like.
Just leave it outside. Just leave it.
But
It's
the shimmer
Well,
might
it's
be
not
under
very-
that.
We can dig right next to it, but I'd leave the actual water alone.
Oh,
Because we're
okay.
gonna be.
Usually you'll find a path in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think it's exactly underneath.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
because in my own world, when I accidentally found the shimmer, there was a path. And
The thing
it
is,
was.
even if it is underneath, usually, yeah, there is like path to it. From
Okay,
the
okay,
side,
okay. So we agree. We can just ignore it. I'll go destroy the things that I did there then, because I was like when I started digging there, I was like, we're gonna need the sea for fishing. So don't worry about being late, Kiwi. Don't worry about it. All is good. Nothing has happened. We're just gonna be digging.
Digging time. I need water leaf.
We have a bunch of that.
Oh, where is it? Plant. No, that's plant boxes, seeds, and plants.
You know what? You
Water
can
leaf.
have all these weapons, Chester, that I am not using at all.
Where is the alchemy table?
I just remembered I put up the ice pylon, snow pylon, or whatever last time. So I don't know why I'm flying the entire way.
Because it's fun. By the way,
Because it didn't fit.
all of us have gotten the airship mount. Because Maya was so kind to grind it off stream.
Woo.
Alright, let me.
Oh,
Snow
I'm actually
pylon.
way further than this.
Yeah, we're basically at the dungeon. Yeah, we were digging into the dungeon.
We are at the dungeon.
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually, what, a third-ish done by now?
Of
We
the
are
one
very
side,
close.
yeah.
The next
Well,
the next corruption area we hit, I've digged that out, so we don't need to worry about that one.
Okay. Alright, I know we were like halfway through one of these pits here.
Yep.
Oh, well, wait. Oh,
This
my
one?
ship
No.
put
Not
get
this
through.
one. The
I
last one.
can't speak. I also see you put you covered all the tunnels with
Most of them. I was
Yeah.
getting angry in my wolf form because I can't do the double jump
One.
anymore, so I...
Oh, I see.
I think, unless you
I don't
finish
know where the
digging this
necessary shell.
one.
that one is done, by the way.
You finished this one?
Yeah.
I thought we got like halfway through it.
Nope. I finished
finished
it.
it?
Vixen's doing all the work.
I did. I finished
You,
it.
you said
Oh.
it, and then I landed on something in the middle. It's not done.
Ah!
There's books here that I hit.
Yeah,
Don't worry, I'm going further now.
but there's actually something down here too.
Nice.
So
Wait,
we do
is
need to
this?
finish this one. Yeah, there's a middle thing that needs to be cut, and then there's a side one. So I'm doing the middle one if
So
you
what
grab
you're
the side.
saying is she only finished her part.
Where did I get the Splunker potion?
Well, sorry. I have to freaking carve out, like, mark out the
It's
rest
all,
of it.
no, it's
No
all good.
one-
It's all good. I'm just teasing.
No.
Such a pain. Only
As you can
just
see, I'm craving.
got 4 of my champions to 4-star. Kiwi, I can't even remember if I got one of my champions to 4-star. I think the only 4-star I got is Kale.
I have 4 4-star champions.
Show off.
Yeah.
I don't. It like again, very much like with Genshin Impact, because it's the only other gacha game I can actually compare it to.
Oh, none of this one's finished.
What's it called?
Uh-oh.
I do like the fact that it ain't easy getting to the good stuff, basically, if you don't want to use money. So, oh my god!
Rip.
Oh no.
Well, fine. Okay, sure.
There's a lot of water here. I might have to use a skill potion.
You only just started this new account, okay? Okay, so you're just showing off, Kiwi. Then don't goddamn complain.
Oh no.
Thank you, Jen. You drained all the water just as I was about to drown.
I only just
Sweet.
recently got Kale to 4.
No, Stony Owl. Also, I'm here for fixin' speed dating.
That
I'm
is
even
not
wearing
gonna
my Sunday best.
happen!
But they trimmed
Yeah, I
their
saw that.
beard.
Get me
And
to
with
that.
that, maybe it's the sub from last time that I couldn't see that it's saying that you can
Oh,
share
Jesus.
with me now.
Do you need my help down there, by the way?
Yeah,
I
there's
think we're good.
still
Yeah, I'm
well,
coming.
there's still a part that needs
I'm coming.
dug out. We
Is it
try
the
to-
middle one? Oh, I'll probably hit it.
No, not the middle one. It's the side one.
Which one, left or right?
Right.
Oh goodness, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm bad with left and right on the spot.
Oh, I am too.
Oh,
I
you
basically like looked at like, okay, that side, that's this hand. Oh, that's the right hand.
according to
is this
I can't remember. Did
Yeah.
I speak
Oh,
to
right
you
here.
two about that whole thing with like it's just something you somehow even after having used it for years and years and years, it's just like your mind is still slow with it. Like, for example, directions, my mind is still slow with like left and right, east and west and stuff. And I can't remember if we spoke about this because I know I've spoken about it with a few people.
Yeah, I know I have like a processing thing that makes it hard.
Can
me
I
to,
get
like,
that
Yeah.
question
on the
again,
spot.
please?
Do you have anything that you've like done for a long time, but you still are kind of slow with it? She was giving the example of
right.
directions, like left, right,
Yeah,
north,
left
west.
and right. I have to look at my hands to be
Yeah.
completely sure.
Yeah, I also have primarily in Danish, but for example with 80 and 90, sometimes it's like if someone says like 85, I'm still like, wait, okay, what is 80 again? Not so much in English, primarily just in
95,
Danish. Yeah,
but they
I used
don't
to have it
even
with
sound
72.
like.
No, I don't know. It's just something that my brain is just slow at recognizing still.
Probably. Yeah, sure.
But that's my point. It's like it's something that doesn't really make sense. Why is this something your brain is like slow to recognize?
It's basically with me and math, in like all in all, to be honest, because I am a person who looks at my finger when I do math, because it makes it easier for me to to like do the math, and I know it might be childish, but I just can't.
Yeah, I think it's fairly common for people, a lot of people to like if they don't have it on paper, they
and
struggle a lot more with math.
and of course, A B C D E F G.
Yeah,
Remembering,
you
I
gotta.
mean,
I gotta do that. I don't know when the next letter is.
honestly, who the fuck does for the
Fun.
most part?
I don't care
'Cause
how old I am. I'm
don't.
gonna do that forever.
No, but like the thing is, right? That's the only way you learn the order of the alphabet. You don't generally learn it in any other way. So it makes sense that that's the only way that you remember because that's the only way you've learned it. You know. So that makes sense.
Yeah, my
Oh.
one of my teachers.
Oh, this was my horn.
Oh no! Goodbye.
Bye.
Let me go spawn.
Let's try not to get killed by a skeleton again this time.
What were you saying? One of your teachers, Jem?
Oh, one of the only ways that I can remember, like, mean, median, and mode is through a song one of the teachers taught us. That's the only way I know it.
What?
Sorry, what was the only thing you know?
Mean, median, and mode.
What is
And
that?
average.
Yeah,
What?
I don't know what
Basically,
that is.
Oh
it's
my god!
way-
It's the goddamn candles, guys. Oh.
Yeah, it is. It's a way of basically analyzing data and stuff like that. So the mean is the
Okay.
average of the data. So, and then
Oh, whoops.
mode is the most, like the highest point in the data.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and basically, median's the middle one, and then range is the difference between the highest number and the lowest number.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I kind of know that in Danish. I just don't think I've ever heard the English terms for it.
Yeah.
Not gonna say I'm good at it, but at least I kind of know it. Like.
Yeah, no, I get ya.
What? Nath? What question?
Yeah, what question, Nath?
But I think that's the question they're asking.
I don't know. Just also, sorry to everyone. My mind is like really slow today. I had such a long day yesterday, and that's going to be affecting today. I've slept a lot, and the rest I was just like pretty dead.
I haven't been feeling too well. At all.
Yeah, I think you mentioned something yesterday, didn't you? I kind of seem to recall. Was it yesterday? Last night?
I don't know.
Something like that.
But yeah, no, I haven't been feeling too good.
So
then won't we just all answer?
yeah,
like, do you have anything where your brain is like very slow at processing the information? Say someone says, "Oh, you need to go east here," and then you're like, "Wait, what is east again?" Even though it's something that you kind of should know, like left and right. And for me, I have like with 80 and 90, and I think there was other things as well, but I don't remember it right now. It's just things that your brain is slow at processing, even though you should know it by now.
I don't know. I also know I do math. Like, to some people, I do math in a weird way. It's perfectly normal to me, though.
I mean, hey, whatever works for you, right?
Yeah. And...
Oh, fuck. I didn't realize I was so low.
Basically, for me, it's like, let's say we're trying to get 7 plus 6 to get 13. Basically, I take 3 away from 6 to get 10, and then I add the 3.
God damn.
Yeah, but I can do it as fast as anyone else, because I've done it.
If it works for you.
Yeah. But I remember, one time, boyfriend's little brother was learning math, and they were learning Common Core. And apparently that's how they're teaching Common Core.
That is also how I do it, Jen. Now that I think about it, I make it to an easy number that is easy to do math with. Because if you got 10, you can easily just add the next numbers that are left and then get... That's actually also how I do it. Now that I think about it.
But, like, my boyfriend, he's like, why are you doing it the hard way? Just know the answer. And I'm like, I don't know.
Easy for you to say.
Just know it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But it's like, it just helps me break it down. And apparently that's how they're teaching stuff like Common Core in schools now. And I'm like, okay, it makes sense to me, but it doesn't make sense to everybody, you
No.
know? And I'm like, and I
Yeah,
just,
that's one of the tricky things with math, because people learn math in a lot of different ways.
yeah. And my boyfriend's little brother, he had one question. And my boyfriend was trying to help him with it. And he's like, it just doesn't make sense. And the question was, how do you get 10 out of 7 plus 3? And he's like, you don't. It's not possible. It's 13. And I was like, I mean, well, if you take the 3 from the, you know,
Wait.
6 and give it to the 7, then you get 10. And he just looked at me. And he's like, what? And I'm like, it's just a way of doing math. I don't know why they're forcing kids to learn it that way, because it only makes sense if you do it. But
How about they do math in
Ah.
their own way? I hate that.
Mm.
I hate that whole thing. Explain why these two numbers make this. Because they
Now-
do.
you know, they do.
Just because they do. Like, why do I have to explain to you why? Do you need an explanation how math works?
It's like I thought you were the teacher.
Yes. But as soon as we went to math where you have to put in the alphabet too, I kind of okay, I'm out. I'm done. No more.
Yeah. Algebra.
I survived going through the whole thing about divisions, which I still have an issue with. Like, I am so bad at divisions. It is scary. 'Cause I just can't. I can't do it. I just
Didn't
can't
we
do
talk
it.
about last time how, who needs math when you have a calculator?
Precisely. But that's
Sometimes
the
it
same
just-
thing. Like, only newer calculators have the ability to. So if you want to get like 5% of something that isn't 100, only newer only newer calculators are actually able to do
Yeah.
that. And so there was a point where you had to do it the old school way, trying to figure that shit out. So yeah, it was very much a pain for me. Explain why these two numbers do this. I don't know. If you hit a water candle, please do destroy it.
I mean, there's one right up here at the top.
Do destroy it.
Kill it. Heal it.
But I'm so far away from it. I mean, do you
It's
mean if
fine.
it's in our path, or do you mean like
In
if
your
it's
path.
nearby? Okay. Well, there's gonna be one in my path right now.
No, I think that's
Actually,
my
it's
path.
Jen's path.
Oh,
Yeah, Jen, that's your responsibility.
So, I gave these two lovely ladies some homework.
You didn't. She's lying.
I also wrote it in our Discord, and I can take a picture of that with a date on it. Beanie.
Photoshop.
Yeah, you can hear her.
Yeah,
Maya, protect me. I need to go get the
don't
bee.
worry about it.
Oh, well, that's
but-
gonna be interesting.
I could clearly hear by the enthusiasm in the last stream that I didn't think that either of them
Honestly, I just forgot. Okay.
were very much eager to do this. So
I forgot.
it's all right. Don't worry about it. But for the people that don't know, I ask for like funny folklore or like creatures or something like that, or how you celebrated Easter, or
I mean, I can tell you how I celebrated Easter.
yes,
I did
that's actually
nothing.
why I gave you that prompt, because I know that's easy for you.
Yeah, I did nothing.
So to make it easy, Maya, you're gonna go first.
I did nothing. Where's
There
my
you go.
bag?
So for
Sorry,
people,
I just went to fetch Jan while I was protecting Jan. Oh, that's my bag.
for people that don't know, in Denmark we only have one so-called tradition when it comes to Easter. We have an Easter lunch. Where yes, we do, Maya. Where we eat.
I don't think I've ever really done any Easter lunch thing.
Fair. Where we eat specific types of food. So we eat spread So that is like a bread with a topping on it, basically. We also do hot meals, which is basically almost always lamb and fish, basically. And that is it. People who are religious go to the church. But other than that, we don't do anything over the top. So that is Danish Easter for you guys.
Oh no.
We do have a very long Easter holiday, to be honest. We have... Så det sker torsdag, langfredag, og så palmesøndag. So technically, all in all, 4 holidays over the Easter period.
Isn't it 5? Because isn't it like first Easter day and like second Easter day as well, something like that?
Palmesøndag.
Like Monday is a holiday too.
Yeah. So palmesøndag er først...
Oh yeah, sorry, you skipped Saturday.
Saturday is not a holiday, Maya.
It's just a weekend.
It's just weekend, so...
I mean, I just think of it, because day off. So that's all I need to know.
So, to make it a little more fun, we do have a weird, fun holiday in Denmark called fastelavn, or our version of Halloween. You can also see it as our midsummer festival. And no, we don't go all the way Swedish and sacrifice people by throwing them off a cliff or burning them in a giant building.
Okay.
What we do is that we burn
It's
a
a good
witch.
movie, though.
We burn a witch on a big bonfire. That is what we do.
That's not fastelavn. That's Sankt Hans.
Oops, that's what I meant. Sankt Hans. Sorry. So yes.
I was a bit confused when you said
Sorry.
the whole midsummer thing. Not that I know a lot about it.
Yes,
But
sorry. I got
Yeah.
confused. It was the witch part.
yeah.
But yeah, every year around our midsummer, we go to a beach area, especially here in Sjælland. We do it at the beach to make it safe. Then we make a giant ass bonfire, and then we burn a witch on it. And that is probably the weirdest holiday thing. It's technically not even a holiday because we don't get the day off. It's in the midst of our summer vacation. So it doesn't hurt anything when it comes to work related. So that is probably the weirdest thing that we got.
I don't fully remember, but I feel like I've heard that like it's supposed to actually be a good thing we're doing. Like for English thing, isn't it like something about like freeing something? Like I don't remember the details.
No, so the whole thing is that we are burning the witch to send it home, basically. So all the witches in our country are basically stuck. And the only way for them to get home is there is a demon in the underworld carrying a doll. Please, for the love of God, do not kill it.
I mean, if we do, we just die. It's that easy.
But yeah, we are basically sending her home to Bloksbjerg, which is an area in Norway.
See, I do know something.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't a bad thing.
No, it's technically not a bad thing, but the weird thing is that we are making fun of something that is something we did.
Oh yeah.
And to make it even worse, we usually put fireworks in those.
Goodness.
We use stalls for our witches, basically. And we put a fireworks called a heksehyl, or a witch's cry, which is basically a very, very high it makes a high-pitched sound when it explodes, basically. So it sounds like the witch is screaming. So
I think I have experienced that before, but I don't think we've generally done that.
well,
times I've been there.
ours is sponsored by, or our like bonfires are very much made by our commune.
Yeah.
Our Providence.
Uh,
There it is.
Most of the time, I've gone to one of my mom's friends' place, and they're like have everything arranged, and there's a few people coming out, all that sort of crap. So it's a fairly small gathering. I mean, I guess we're a fair amount of people, considering if you invite a few families and there's children,
Oh,
three
yeah,
families,
it,
so you end
like-
up being a fair amount of people. But yeah, it's a fairly small gathering.
It can be nice because it's combined with it's combined with our yearly, like they set it up around a festival too in that area. Oh, Nav got you a submission. So Nav says, "Have you heard of the Wolver? It is basically a friendly wolf-headed humanoid from Scottish folklore that attack if provoked, but will usually be friendly with locals and share their fish that they caught. I want a friendly werewolf." Who wouldn't want a friendly
Interesting.
werewolf?
And also thank you, Nat, for doing all the hard work.
But we have a few Danish like folk creatures too. One of them is the troll, me. We also got Nisse, which some of you might have heard about.
That's one I at least know something about.
And they are depicted.
Yeah, I did it for Vixen. Yeah, what a surprise.
The Nisse are pictured in different way, but many of them see them as Santa's helpers here in Scandinavia, basically. And they're basically depicted as very small Father Christmases, or if you're from America, those like garden gnomes that you see. That's basically how we depict them. We also got what are they called? We have the Valkyries. You should know about those too, Maya.
Valkyrie's Danish?
Yes, they are. Is it from Viking times, Maya? They're from Viking lore.
I think I have mentioned this on stream before. There's a reason why I used to have friends calling me a cave woman, okay? My knowledge of these sort of things is like 0.
Do
It's
you know of Odin? Thor?
Yeah.
Frida?
Kinda.
Oh God,
I mean, I
Maya.
kind of know about it. Like, I learned when I was younger, but I don't really remember most of it
Maya,
anymore.
when I start my show and tell, can you please be there? I wanna tell you so many different things.
Like, I learned some of this at some point, but like most of it's forgotten, okay?
Most of the Final Fantasy XIV things are based on Scandinavian folklore.
Perhaps, but...
Girl. Girl.
I don't need to know it. It's fine.
Oh my God, Maya. It's your history.
Who cares about history?
I'm
Honestly,
gonna
it was actually one of my most hated subjects, but-
ignore that whole sentence, okay?
You know she's just saying it to provoke you.
I know, that's why I'm gonna ignore it.
No, I mean, it's somewhat true, though. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but not interesting enough for me to use my brain power to learn it. Relearn it, I guess.
Oh no.
What happened,
I'm
Jen?
sorry.
No, just say no to Maya.
Yeah, I know. It's really, oh no, oh.
As I said, there's a reason why some of my friends used to call me a cave woman. The weird part
Right.
is, like, I don't actually know why exactly. There's so much of this, like, what to most people is, like, standard information that they just somehow learn. Like, maybe my mom just never told me all of this. Obviously, some of this I know we learned in school, but I
Yes.
don't know, forgot it over the years. Because I remember that we did do a lot about, like, what, Norse mythology or whatever crap, right? But I just don't remember the majority of it.
Do you know the story about Ragnarok?
Kinda?
Tell me.
No.
No, you don't know
Well,
it.
okay. I've heard of Ragnar and stuff, but I don't really remember it anymore. If you start mentioning it, it'll probably jog my memory. But
So,
I can't really tell you anything.
in Norse mythology, at the moment, Loki is very much stuck to a rock. He's chained up to a rock while
Yeah.
a snake is dripping poison into his face. And his wife, Sylvie, I think her name is in English, is there too, with a bowl over his face, trying to take the pain of it. And every time the earth like shakes, like if there is an earthquake, that's because
Yeah.
Sylvie has to empty the bowl and Loki gets the poison in his face, so it is his pain by rocking around and screaming. That is earthquake. Ragnarok happens when
Oh.
Loki gets freed from that rock and takes revenge for getting put on that rock. And the Fenrir wolf eats the moon and then fights Thor, and Thor dies. And Odin, oh, now I feel embarrassed. I can't remember if Odin gets killed by Loki or he gets eaten by the worm. Either
Yeah,
that or...
as Kisa said, poor me getting grilled. Thank you, Kisa.
But yeah.
I sort of remember one thing,
Oh,
but
Jesus.
what was it? There was something about like, what was it? I don't know if I'm mixing stuff up, but something about like sacrificing like three. What was it? It wasn't lamb, was it? Was it? What was the animal again? But something about like eating them, and there was like the bones left of like some of his like creatures are using to fly him around or some crap.
God,
Something
okay. So that has nothing to do with Ragnarok. That is Thor and his goats that is in front
it
of
is
his
for
cart.
goats. Thank you.
Yeah,
See,
so
what I
basically...
was pointing out was that I remember something that I learned in school.
So
very
they are
minimally.
immortal. They are immortal. So every time Thor is on a journey and he get hungry, he can just kill them and they will respawn. If he doesn't destroy the bones, but picks them and puts them in like a pile, they will be reborn next morning, basically.
Yeah, I still remembered it. I just couldn't
I need to
remember all
go
the
back.
details, but see, I know something is my point.
Sure. Don't worry. I am a little worried, though. I am a little worried, Maya, though, because it is very much your country's history.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, what does it matter just because it's your country's history? Why do you need to know that? Like, why is it we all feel this whole thing of like, oh no, it's your country, you should know this? And it's like,
Wait a
what
minute.
influence does it have over my life, realistically speaking, you know?
I have...
Like, it's the same thing as like people...
Guys, we have missed a digging spot, by the way.
We have? What,
Look,
here?
open your map. Can you see a big hole in the middle? It's right here.
Yeah, there's right here.
Yeah.
I thought it's just one that you guys had dug out that I hadn't been in.
So...
Bye-bye, all water.
I will say... Knowing your country's history is important, Maya. There is a
Some of
reason
it,
why you need to
but-
know why Yellingstein is there. You need to know why there is a dude in the bottom of one of our castles sitting and waiting for when the country is getting like harmed. There is
Sorry,
you
what?
need to know where you are from. And and the reason for that is at some point I drowned.
Well done.
At some point you're gonna get maybe it's up to you. You might get a child. And let's say everybody has the same opinion of you. Just saying that, let's say our history is not important.
Yeah.
That knowledge is gonna disappear. I am aware there's something called books and there's something called the internet, and it's basically everything on the internet will stay there forever. But let's say at some point the world is gonna end and we don't have any internet, all the books are gonna burn. We need to be able to give that knowledge that we know
But the thing
on
is, realistically, why
through
is this knowledge important?
generations, because we do not know how our world is gonna seem in the future.
I
And you
get
can also look
events of
at
history, but
America,
why does my mythology matter?
You know what?
the mythology.
Oh, the lore. So, that thing. Okay, so
Like, realistically, why is
history-
that important? So,
our history comes from the fact that our society was built on the Vikings. That's why we have the country size that we have at the moment. That's why we have the go away. That's why we have the royal houses that we got at the moment. That is also the reason why we don't have the countries that we have at the moment. Our whole country used to be extremely big. So
yeah.
then we think
But what I'm
about.
just
Then we
saying is,
think.
like-
Can I get to the point? You ask me a question,
Okay,
please.
okay, sorry.
So then we think about how come these people were so great to conquer so many countries and stuff like that. One of them was their mythology, aka North mythology. And we can also link that up with Christianity, which came later. So there is a point there from where we went from having a very barbaric mythology, or what's it called? Religion, there it's called. To going over to, frankly, also a very barbaric religion that is Christianity. Because those two are very different in their whole ideology. So learning where we came from is very important to know where we are today, because it sets an imprint of who we are as a Danish people. It is also a way to see how we influenced other countries, aka England, for the most part. Because we invaded that country so much that we are one of the main reasons why Scotland and Ireland have the religion that they have today. So and also the way that, for example, Norway and Sweden has influenced us. So, the reason to know why, or to learn about Norse mythology, is not to be able to say I'm smarter than you. Is to be able to see the different we were from other countries at the same time, and what makes us unique compared to
But
other countries.
why do we need to know what's unique compared to other countries? Why can't we just be like, this is how we are, and that's cool, whatever, you know?
So you don't want to know why we are who we are?
No, I don't really care too much, to be honest. This is like the part of what I was gonna mention, like the whole thing with like national pride. Because I know a lot of people have that, but I don't really. This whole thing of like, celebrating your country's like sports team, for example, is like, no, I don't care specifically for this sports team just because there are people from Denmark, you know.
Oh God, Maya.
I'm sorry, I just don't have that feeling of national pride in that way. I can be happy for a lot of things that Denmark does, for example, like, the health care we get and free education and everything. Like, I can be happy about those things.
So,
But
if we do an athlete achievement, as in winning
I
the
don't
World
care.
Cup, you do not
Nope.
care. An achievement
No.
that very few people can do and can
Because
master.
just because these people are from Denmark, they have nothing to do with me. That is not my achievement. Why do I care as if it's my achievement? It's not. Just because these people are from Denmark doesn't mean I have anything to do with them in any way.
Oh, I feel so sorry.
Are there really none of you guys that get this? Give 5 minutes and they're going to do political talk again. God damn it now.
This is not political.
I said give 5 minutes, so, Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. See, that's one thing I can agree with. Some history is important to learn to not repeat it, right? But we're talking about mythology, for example. That doesn't really have anything directly to do with that.
There is a reason why there are few Norse mythologies at the moment, Maya. You do wanna know why? Because they have a lot to do with sacrificing shit. And
Fair.
in reality, we cannot do that today. There are people who believe in Norse mythology. And kudos to them. Of course, they do not go around sacrificing their neighbor and stuff like that. They have very much modernized it to the world we are living in at the moment, and kudos to them. It is said it is a religion that has died. Again, there are people who believe. I hate this digging spot.
I know. I'm like trying to help with it. I'm like,
Yeah,
this is just awful.
So
I'm suffering, Ninja. Thank you for asking. How you doing?
I am suffering. I am suffering because you are younger than me, and you are
So?
one of the youngest people that I know, besides Jen. But she's
I was
not
about to
dating.
say, Jen and I are basically the same age, aren't we?
Yeah, but
I think so, right?
no, Jen is
Like a
younger
few
than
months
us.
apart?
I'm 24.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm also 24.
Yeah. So you are pretty much the standard of how I would see younger people, and the idea of young people not wanting to know their history of their country worries me.
I mean, keep in mind, I am very different from the majority of people, I feel. Considering, you yourself are saying how not knowing this stuff is weird.
It is weird.
I don't know.
I can understand not remembering the weight of a blue whale. But this is something.
Does anyone know that?
No, I do not know what that is.
But okay, guys, I would like to hear everyone in the chats right now. Do any of you guys not care too much about the whole national pride thing? Like,
No,
kids,
this is not
first
natural
sports?
pride. This is natural history.
Part of the discussion is about national pride. We've been touching on multiple topics, okay? We've been talking both about national pride, national history, or whatever, and mythology.
National history is not national pride.
Yeah, I am your lawyer.
Yeah, defend me, please.
National history. I do agree. National history is a national pride. I have no pride in my nation. I can say that pretty much without a doubt.
Though I
but
get
I
there's
do
also a bit of
care.
a difference.
I do care though about all of the myths and legends and stuff that come from my country, specifically the ones that aren't from specifically the people who took over the country, but the actual people, like the Native Americans and stuff like that. Because that is their history. And I care about that being preserved because unfortunately they got dealt a very, very terrible end of the stick with the whole, we took over their country.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a very different thing than what you're talking about in some ways, because I wouldn't say their stuff is myth and legends, that is their actual history and all that, It's different, I can say. I don't, it's weird.
So me learning when our country was made is national pride.
Yeah.
Why? It's history. Why is that national pride when I learned when our state law was made? That's history.
Yeah, no, like I said, I have no pride in my thing, but I care about the history. But that's because, the whole owning the slaves, killing the natives,
Fair.
And basically, I need to know that history because it's not a clean history, And it's important to know that. Yeah, it's important to know that because, like they said, you don't want to repeat history and all of that. And as far as like mythologies and I came back to slave and slaughter. See, we said we weren't going to get political, and here we are.
We're doing well. Should we change topic? I do have something I can talk about.
Yes. Go on. Let
you
Jen
can finish up, Jen,
let Jen finish up.
Yeah. Thank you, Stevie. I agree. But basically, all in all, it's important to know your history so you don't repeat the history and you don't cause pain. Because it's also painful, because there's still people who were slaves who are alive today in my country, and people who dealt with, like, the whole, you're less than me thing, who are alive today, and they still suffer from it. And it's important to know that in order to. Why are we going down this one? Was there something still left in this one, or are you just making sure
I'm
all
just
the
making
water?
I'm just making sure, Jen, because it felt not right enough. If you get what I mean, I felt something was wrong further down, so I'm just double checking.
Yeah,
Smart enough.
but
Oh Jesus!
it's a whole thing. It's a very complicated issue that we can't really cover
No.
too much. We're just
Yeah.
3 VTubers, okay?
Oh Jesus!
But I can talk about our myth
I'm
here in
Stevie.
Florida
I'm
called
not gonna.
the.
Yeah, one moment. I'm not gonna allow that word in my chat. I'm sorry.
Okay, this one seems clean. All right, but yeah, but I can podcast when.
Never.
I mean, it sounds like we could easily do a podcast. I mean, we're doing fine just talking while just digging.
At the moment, let's keep the podcast part to the streaming. It makes the reason for people to watch it or lurk.
Yeah, I mean, this
Oh.
is basically a podcast, but digging.
But I can tell you guys about one of our mythological creatures
Yes.
here in Florida,
Yes.
which is known as the skunk ape, aka just
Oh,
another Bigfoot.
yes.
But our skunk ape, he's supposed to smell really bad because he
Yes.
lives in the swamp. But that's why they call him the skunk ape, is because of his smell. He has terrible, terrible hygiene.
Yes. I heard about that one. To be honest,
Yeah.
you explaining Danish mythology to Maya and Jen would be a good format. They can join me for my show and tell stream, Kisa, if that when we go over Yellingstenen, I would love to have Maya and Jen in the voice chat.
Learning about mythologies in other places.
Also,
It's just so cool.
NASA hides in British.
Yeah,
Okay, so
we have a bloody history, but you have a absolute bloody history.
we are not very much better. We also
think...
we have been hiding behind the fact that we do not talk about our slave history and the fact that we killed so many people.
I mean, that's the thing. All histories are
bloody.
awful.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just sadly human nature in a lot of ways.
We do not teach about the fact that we used to trade slaves in Denmark and used to have
Were we
them.
supposed to end this conversation? Just saying.
Yeah.
I just had to point out that Nav said something. Not leave him on red.
We are indeed all there is no fairy tale and pink fairies in any country's history.
In any country's history, really.
And I will agree with the fact with why Jen said that we need to learn from our mistakes. And that is why we need to learn our history. So,
no,
yes.
Stevie, I would never leave you on red. Never. The only times I do that is when these two talk too much so I don't get a chance to reply. Only time I ever do it.
But I can tell you guys about Robert the doll.
The what? I know that one too. Go on.
But Robert the doll is basically this doll that someone had, and I'm bad at remembering stuff. But the long and short of it is the doll ended up seemingly cursed, and they don't know what cursed it specifically. But this kid basically became best friends with the doll, and the doll would whisper things to him and tell him secrets. And they were like best friends. And he would kind of like move around the house, sit in windows, just freak out the neighbors. But now Robert the doll is in a paranormal museum.
Yes.
And you have to make sure that you ask Robert for permission before you take his photo, because he doesn't like that.
So
not-
if you
Not make fun
know
of the doll.
if you know the movie The Boy, that is what it's based over, basically.
You know,
Speaking of that, we kind of had the same thing in my house, in a sense. So when I was younger, we had a little doll based on the concept of a Nisse. So he was extremely creepy, by the way. It was a very, very old doll. But the thing about him, we only took him out around Christmas time. And basically, my parents would move him around the house while me and my big brother were sleeping. So it would look like he was moving around the house. And because of the innocence of youth, we thought he was alive. And basically, he
Aw.
was preparing our house for Christmas and hiding like gifts around the house. And then every time the Christmas was over, he would disappear magically on his magical goose that he would fly to the North Pole with on to go home, basically. So less creepy, more innocence of youth. Less like this doll is possessed and more like parents on the
good
move.
parent.
Yeah.
You know,
Which I
God.
think is very much also the same thing. Like, I personally do not believe in ghosts or spirit or things that are possessed or anything like that. That doesn't mean they're not open to the fact that it might be a
Huh?
possibility. I just believe in. I need to see it to believe it, if you know what I mean.
don't know why you're not getting channel points, but I'll throw a few ding dangs at me.
Dingity dang dangs.
There we go. There's the tree, and I teleported home.
Well done.
Nice.
I will say this: I personally don't like. I don't believe in ghosts in a way, but at the same time, I'm not gonna go out there and try and provoke anything. Okay, I'm not that dumb.
I'm not here to prove it.
Yeah, I'm not here to prove it. I personally don't believe it, but I'm not gonna test it either.
I understand that.
I mean, fair.
I like scary things. Like one of my big dreams is to go to, especially to Edinburgh Castle. Around they have night tours at that castle, and Edinburgh are supposed to be extremely haunted. And I do believe that they amp it up themselves to make it scary. So I love that. Here we go. Maya been very quiet.
I was just about to say something.
Go on.
I heard about this one monster with big pointy elf ears and doll-like features and a paw-shaped birthmark on its chest. I have no clue what that is.
You, Maya.
What?
It's you! It's your model!
That's not. What do you mean a birthmark on the chest? What are you
No.
talking about?
It's your...
Oh, paw-shape. But
It's
it's
the
not birthmark.
paw
Okay,
shape.
I get
It's
it
the
now, I
paw
get it
shape of
now.
your dress.
Yeah, I get. I'm not very awake today. Okay, be nice to me. Oh, but it's not birthmark.
Look, Stevie is not smart, okay?
Oh, man.
Don't be mean to me, okay? I've already suffered enough today.
Okay, I will find a bunch of would you rather questions, okay?
I still
Yes,
didn't
would
get
you
to
rather?
tell what I did yesterday. I'm sad.
What?
Remember, I even spoke to you guys about it before the stream, and I never got to finish the tale, and I said that we could stop talking about all the other stuff we're talking about, and that I could mention the story, and then I still didn't get to tell it.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but please tell me about your day yesterday.
Because remember I told you about that linoleum trick. I don't
Oh,
remember the
right,
English
yeah.
word for it.
I did not hear that
Yeah.
you wanted to. Yes, go for it.
So as I said, I don't really know the English term, but it's basically this thing where you have this thing that you kind of like carve into. So you basically make like a what do you call it?
Stamp.
Yeah. And yesterday I had already finished the stamp, so I was just going to do like the printing thing with it. So I basically spent 2 hours getting all that shit done. But part of what I did was that I made that thing, and I did it at first on some piece of paper also to test it, get like the technique down properly. There's a chest in my way. Does someone have a key?
Nope.
It's fine.
I
I'll
don't
just
have one
dig
on
around
me.
it ish.
I'll get one.
Um,
It's a
but
gold key,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, gold
Am I
key.
doing
Yeah.
this? I'm thinking I'm losing track of what I was digging. But what part of what I did was that I did it on a piece of fabric, which I'm gonna try to do embroidery on, which I've never done before, so that's gonna be interesting.
It ain't easy,
Ooh.
but I'm gonna be. It's interesting. I can't wait to see.
Oh, but she can do crocheting. I think she's got it down.
Yeah, but the
I don't
thing.
know, because I combine embroidery with sewing, and
Mm.
I don't really like sewing very much. Like, I'd really like to learn it because I really like the idea of it, and it would be so cool if I could like make my own clothes and stuff. But the fact of how precise I feel like you need to be if you're sewing, I don't know. Crochet feels like being precise just comes naturally because you're just putting it into this hole and stuff lines up. But that's not the case if you're sewing, needing to line up fabric and stuff.
So
I don't know. This has always seemed like a nightmare to me.
the thing about that one is to you do the same thing as you do with the crochet. It's basically just keep trying because there is a different way to do the stitching, basically. And
Yeah,
each
yeah.
stitch does its
My
own
teacher gave me
pattern. So
a paper with some different stitches, but I barely know how to read it, so I'm just gonna Google it when I have the brain power to, or ask her next lesson. But at least with doing this, because I put the print on the fabric, I have something to follow. Because if I was just supposed to do it freehand, I think I'd lose my mind.
just saying, very few people do freehand. They go
Yeah.
by a pattern.
Fair. But what I think is hopefully going to be really cool is that what I kind of want to do is I probably want to cut out a piece of fabric to like, you know how in games you get these like banners, So I want to kind of like do my own little tiny banner.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Mm.
So I hope that will turn out well. It's basically I made the stamp thing of that butterfly that I have as my icon for basically everything.
Yeah.
I'll try to send some pictures in the Discord of what I did when I'm done, if I remember. At some point, I'll send it in the Discord.
Yeah.
And then you guys know I told you about that bowl I was making. That kind of broke for me more than once.
Yeah.
I am now remaking a new one, also a bigger one, because the one thing, it kind of shrinks like 10%, they say, or something like that. So it was already kind of small, which I didn't think about because I'm dumb. But now that it's done and stuff, I can see just how small it is. So I'm making a bigger version, which I hopefully hope won't break for me. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh my god, this hole is dangerous as hell. Oh my god. I removed that chest, by the way.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Was it this one I was going down? I assume so, because then I can go... Well, you probably fixed it when you removed the chest.
I removed the chest.
It's a color-changing scary doll. Yes, I'm apparently a scary doll, sure.
I don't know. Right now I need to take a step back from everything I'm trying to do. Because I'm trying to do like 3 different projects at once, and I'm like, okay, I need to focus on a single one right now.
I know that feeling.
But my teacher keeps saying that you should always be doing 10 projects
Yeah,
at the same
your
time.
teacher can kiss my ass and go to hell.
Don't worry, I don't
depends.
agree with it.
If you have like a bunch of smaller projects, I can understand.
Same.
But these ones
Yeah.
I'm working on are pretty big. Because I need to redo Vixen's PNG. I need to make you a new PNG.
Yeah.
And then I also need to finish my sister-in-law's birthday present, which is
Yes.
in 6 days. So that one's obviously priority at the
Oh.
moment.
Yes.
No,
But
you're
I'm
not my
just
teacher
like-
now. Fuck off.
But I'm just like, I have so much stuff I need to do.
Oh wait, this part is done.
Oh, dumb.
Okay, so.
Oh.
that
Okay, I get it
whole-
now. Vixen, look in my chat.
What? There was Jen's chat. What?
Because she said she can kiss your ass. Yeah.
The love is real. Wait, did the spike ball disappear too? So are the spike balls enemies? What the fuck?
Spike- the one that spins? Or...
Yes, not the fire ones. The spike balls that are embedded into the ground.
If you destroy the anchor point, I think it gets rid of the whole thing.
Oh, weird. All right, are you two ready for some would you rather questions?
I would love some would you rather questions.
Okay. So first question, would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
Can I have neither? I hate future.
You
So,
are
wait,
allowed
how
to
much
say
was
neither.
The first one?
So either 10 minutes, so 10 minutes into the
10 minutes,
future,
okay,
or
yeah.
150 years into the future.
I mean, question is, why would I personally care about 150 years later?
See, you could
I
predict
mean-
something like...
No, see, if it was
See,
into the
yeah.
past, I would love that.
But see,
I-
yeah, obviously you might be able to change the world, but realistically, I can barely deal with myself, okay?
Who would
Like,
even
I
believe you?
can't.
Like,
I
that's
mean,
my question.
not
If you could
to-
see 150 years into the future and say, the world is gonna end, who would fucking believe you?
Yeah, that's true.
I
but-
don't like the responsibility of it.
Yeah.
I'd live my whole life looking into the future.
By the way,
And
you
I'd
are
forget to live
allowed
in
to
the
say
present.
neither, so don't worry,
And,
it's alright.
yeah.
Don't worry. Okay.
It just the whole thing gives me dread. I choose
mean-
neither.
I don't know if I would mind, because the thing is, even if you're able to, though, I guess then you do it all the time, which, yeah, I guess could cause a lot of anxiety, because if you're just so hooked up on it because you can, you know?
Maya's
I
chat's
don't-
on the ball.
I
Say
would
what?
say
10 minutes just before the lottery numbers.
I would say
Smart.
well, that doesn't work here, by the way, because you can't do that. The lottery poll ends like I think it's half an hour before, and I would say 10 minutes personally, mainly because if I want to get home early, well, that doesn't work either. They're both bad. None.
It should be. The thing is, you just said you have the ability to, right? Not like you're forced to, right?
Yeah.
So you-
Know me. I would
you-
always look. I don't have
see, that's-
self-control.
That's what I'm saying. That
10 minutes
would
is
be my
so
worry.
like so few. It's so few minutes. If it was an hour, then we're
yeah,
talking.
that would be a bit more useful. Yeah.
And at 150
I
years,
don't
I don't need to
know.
see that far into the future. I say neither. Oh, Jesus.
I say neither.
Yeah, I guess neither might be better because yeah, I could imagine how much anxiety it would cause to constantly just be hooked up on the fact of, you know, worrying about what's happening 10 minutes later because you can.
You're gonna end up be like having to answer a question, and you'll be, wait a minute, I need to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess neither would be better.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather have telekinesis or telepathy? So telekinesis is to move things. Telepathy is to be able to read minds.
Oh no,
Duh.
thank you. I don't want to read minds.
Yeah, no
Teleki-
reading minds.
Telekinesis
take-
all the way.
Yeah.
Only to
You
become
guys can
even
keep all
more
of your thoughts to
lazy.
yourself. Yeah.
Just imagine, even if you hear people's positive thoughts, the negative ones will outrun it because we're always focused on the negative. So yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, no, I don't want to hear anyone else's thoughts. I already hate my own. I don't want to hear what you gotta say.
God Damn it, Stevie, you're horny today. You and Naf are so horny today. Jesus.
Whoa.
Dang.
I mean, that's just always enough. Well, not necessarily horny, but at least flirting with you.
Okay, this.
But wait, what did Stevie say?
He says that telepathy would make
Oh.
better sex.
Sure. Enough that he wants the force.
It would, like, telepathy would be good if you're in a quiz show, though. Why did everything stop shining?
Guess. I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, right. Okay. This next question is weird. It says, would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel? So Captain Marvel is the Marvel version of Wonder Woman.
I don't know enough about either to really answer
Well,
this
I think we're gonna
question.
skip that one. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear?
Rather sing. At least I can sing like quietly.
It doesn't state like high. You have to like scream it. So I would say sing too, mainly because my dance move are shit.
I already basically sing to every song I hear. I just mutter it under my
I
breath.
sing a lot.
It also seems more exhausting to dance than to sing, doesn't it?
It is.
I mean, like, how else
healthy.
are you gonna do your grocery shopping though?
The thing is, I listen to music when I go shopping, so if I was dancing on my way there, holy shit, it would take forever.
Yeah, is this a thing that you guys have where you are? Because our grocery stores, they all play music.
They
yours
do
play
here
music?
too, but it's very
Okay.
faint.
No, ours is pretty loud. I can definitely hear it.
Moonwalk
like-
everywhere.
Sure, you do
And
that now.
recently they've started playing songs that like I grew up with, and I'm like, oh no, I'm getting old, aren't I? These are grocery music shopping songs now.
Okay. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year? Okay, is this just a big fat fuck you to my face or something?
What is it?
You all guys obviously already found your true love. So, would you rather find true love today or win the
that
lottery
depends
next
if you
year?
believe in true love.
I hope the fact that you loved Franco. Do you want to quit
That doesn't mean it's true love, you know. I mean, I guess there's a difference between true love and the
Franco,
only one. That's what I was thinking about.
Are you in the chat? Please stay away
No,
from this
he's not.
VOD.
He is load chatting. But no, that's not what I mean. Like, I was thinking more about, like, you know, the only one more than, like, true love, I guess. But isn't saying that your true love the same thing as saying it's, like, the only one? Because I don't believe that you could only, like, have one person that's gonna
It is
be
the
a wonderful
person you
partner to
wanna
you.
have the rest of your life with.
Yeah, and I do want that. I'm just saying, you know, if people talk about this whole thing of like the soulmate, you know, people say like you only have one soulmate, which is more of like what I was thinking at first.
I don't
Which
believe
I
in
don't really believe in
soulmates.
that. Exactly, that's what I was kind of trying to say.
Yeah,
I was
no,
just thinking about something a bit different than what you're saying. But anyways, what was it you said? If you wanted your true love now,
Find
Find
true love
yeah.
today or win the lottery next year.
Oh, I'd rather win the lottery next year.
yeah, I mean,
I
I'm very
already-
satisfied in my current relationship, so yeah, I'll just win the lottery, thank you.
I would love to find my true love because I am desperate.
Listen, you'll find your true
Yeah, you
love in
won't
mine,
go
and I
out
will
with
take
Nat.
care of you. We'll become your sugar mamas.
God damn. Deal. Somebody would clip that quickly. Oh, no mind.
But hey, Vixen, I'm just trying to be kind to Nafi. If you're so desperate, you know, as Naf said, yo, I'm right here.
Nah, if I don't know you, I'm sorry.
I mean, you won't get to know him like that with that attitude.
And he's also a viewer. I'm sorry. I do.
I mean, yes, but he's also one of my best friends, so
Yeah.
it's not the same.
I'm picking a line between viewers
I know,
and who
I know.
I
But what I'm saying is, I'm technically a viewer too, if you want to put it like that, you know. So is Jen.
Can
so
we
is
please
Franco.
not talk about this?
No, Yeah, don't worry.
Thank
I'm
you.
just
I
teasing
stopped
you.
listening.
Thank you.
But I'm gonna stop watching Skurgy now.
Let me. I need that. Okay. I need that.
Next question. I'm gonna go to the next question.
Next question time.
You have the questions.
Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade? Coma. Is
I
it?
mean, I
Is
guess
it?
it
No.
also
Wait a
depends.
minute. Is it a Danish jail or American jail? Because there is a big
Yeah.
difference.
I mean, it's also what are you on jail for? Because they have nicer jails here than other ones, depending what you go in for.
And I have to be honest, like I don't really know entirely what jails are like here, so it's hard to say when you don't even really know what you're
Can
signing
I
up
go
for.
to like that Norwegian jail they showed off, where it's basically a resort?
Ours is the same,
Yeah,
Jen.
I've
Oh,
heard some
man.
where it seems like actually like really nice. I
Oh.
mean, you hear people that go to jail just because it's better than living on the streets. So.
Yeah, it is the same as the Norwegian jail. Our prisons are the same. It is.
All
There
right,
is no difference.
Stevie says he's going to horny jail.
Well, that is true. If it's
And
American
Ninja, I'm
jail,
concerned. Why are you going in both?
because
Is
you
it so
get
you don't have to be awake for the jail sentence?
Corey, you are aware there's also a very high possibility for you getting butt raped in that jail. And oh, I'm sorry, we're going on the YouTube. Never mind that. I'm gonna clip this whole thing out.
No, there's a tree in my way. Wait, no, I have a chainsaw. I got smart. I got myself a chainsaw.
American jail
Nice.
is not like that. It is not like you see on the TV. It is much worse. And the fact is, that 5 years is probably gonna be around 20 years because you are never gonna get out of American jail.
I don't
Just
know.
saying.
It's interesting because like it depends where you go. If you're going to like a private prison, it's a lot different than one of those public prisons where they're literally using you for slave labor and paying you like 5 cents an hour while you do a job. But if you go to a private one, they usually have lessons and you can like study to be a lawyer while you're in school and stuff like
I
that.
mean, that's ideally what prison
A
should
private
be,
prison?
right?
Yes,
Private
It should
there
be
are
more
prison.
about
private prisons.
rehabilitation.
Yes.
It's kind of
But
like a
that's a
private
whole
school.
different topic.
It's a whole thing. Here in the US, jails aren't managed usually by the government. They're managed by a separate entity. And it causes a lot of issues down the line and a lot of lying and scandals. It's a whole thing. America's weird, guys.
No, America is complicated. To say the least. Danish prisons here are very much into the rehabilitation, but we do have a tendency to put gangs together in the same block, which is very bad. So yes, there is there is a chance for a gang or younger people who is just in for a minor misdemeanor. Although we do rarely put people in prison for minor things, they usually get like a fine, basically. But there is sadly a chance for these young people to get influenced by the gang people that are in the jails here too. We have a high focus on rehabilitation, so they get counseling and stuff like that. And if you get out of prison, that doesn't mean you are not capable of getting a job. When you are out of prison, sure, you got a record, but depending on what you did, so let's say you stole something, that doesn't mean you aren't capable of getting a decent job here. So we have not a highbrow view when it comes to it. In all, don't go to jail.
I mean, good idea.
But I would say that this question, depending on what prison it is, I would say prison. Because coma is scary. And it's a fucking decade. So it's 10 years.
You're losing a huge part of your life in a different way than if you go to prison.
Also, if you have like a loved one, it probably is a lot easier on them to be able to talk to you than not know, because they don't know that you made a deal and you're only going to be in there for a decade. You know.
Yeah, they
So
might pull the plug before then.
yeah. So I rather choose the jail because at least I can keep up
Yeah.
communication with my loved ones and they know that I'm okay. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess prison would be better in
Yeah.
most ways.
I'm scared of comas, man. So scared of
I
comas.
mean, that too.
I've heard a lot of stories where people are like, yeah, I was awake the whole time and that's
Oh
terrifying.
god, no. So you couldn't move? Oh god, no. Okay, next question. Would you rather have another 10 years with your partner or a one-night stand with your celebrity crush?
This
That's
one's
easy.
easy.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Do
have an
you-
extra 10 years with my partner.
Do you want to answer this question?
I mean, I don't even really have a celebrity crush. At least not the way where I'm like, oh god, I really want to sleep with this person.
So this might surprise some of you. If it actually means that I have a partner, I would take the 10 years.
Yeah. No, I don't, there's no one, I don't know, I don't go fan crazy over people. Like, yeah, there's some people
Yeah.
where I'm like, oh, they're my favorite person, like, celebrity-wise, you know? Like, I love Tom Holland. I absolutely love Markiplier, too, and that's an E-celebrity, you know? But I don't like them in that way at all. I just think they're really nice and funny people.
Markiplier is sexy though. Jesus.
I mean, he's sexy enough that he made a nude calendar, okay?
Oh.
And an only.
And an OnlyFans, I know.
I did
I
actually
mean,
hear about the
what are you
OnlyFans
talking
thing.
about?
But I haven't actually looked at either of those. I don't. It's like, yes, he's sexy, but I'm not interested in that.
I mean, I just know about the OnlyFans thing because
VTubers
it popped
count?
up on
Yes.
my
What
Twitter
did
feed.
Oh no, visitor.
Don't-
We've got a very confused
Go,
person in chat.
no, okay. Would you
Moving on.
rather?
Next one.
Would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed? So this is a very woman-ish question.
So I live in Florida, and I feel like I kind of have to do the underdress unless I want to die of a heat stroke. Because we can get up to what is Celsius? I think it's like up to like 37 degrees.
Yeah, pretty
in
much,
the summer.
or around 40. You go
Yeah.
around there. It is insane, and we do.
Plus the humidity.
Yes.
Oh god, humidity heat is so different than dry heat. Because humidity
Definitely.
heat feels hotter than what like
Yeah.
thermostats say.
And I has to agree with both Jen and Nav. If I could walk around naked without any consequences, I would do that. Because when I'm home alone, and I mean alone without my parents, I walk around in my underwear.
Oh no, Steven. Well, not
Flippin'
Steve. Oh my god, I
coming.
called him Steven.
Steven.
Stevie. Steven.
Steven. Oh my.
Oh goodness.
He is British, Jen, so that probably is the right.
I have
But-
someone at my work whose name is Stefan. That's
Ooh,
interesting.
Stefan.
Yeah.
That's very
Stefan.
like European.
Yeah. We just call him Steph though, which
Yeah.
is weird because my brother's not my brother's, my boyfriend's brother's girlfriend, goodness. Did that make her my sister-in-law? I don't know. Anyways, she also goes by Steph, so it's weird.
Yeah, because it's close to Stephanie, right? Just skip the whole corruption area. I did that.
Yeah.
I just thought it from the beach because I got tired of having to fly so far
Yeah,
at a time.
it's all right. It's all right. What about you, Maya? Underdressed or overdressed?
Probably be underdressed. Also, just because I
Damn it.
kind of the thing I'm thinking of is primarily like, especially because we're getting to spring now, and I love that feeling of like, you know, when it's spring and you don't have to wear all these layers, you don't have to wear a jacket when you go outside. It just feels so much freeing, you know, in a way. That's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, it's generally
Okay.
cold here, but it said under or over, so I assume that compares to what you would usually do, right?
No. So
So-
basically, what they mean, if you walk around like what you do, what you have on now, that's your normal dress. So underdress was
Yeah.
basically say a t-shirt or something like that. Overdressed is
Exactly.
you wearing a cocktail dress or smoking, like Stevie said.
Oh, do you mean that way?
Yeah, that is overdressed.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll probably still say underdressed, but
Oh yeah, did I die?
Oh, I was thinking like bundled up or like
yeah, I was
bikini
thinking,
kind
like,
of stuff. That's what
No,
I was
so
thinking.
that is what they mean, basically.
Oh, then overdress. Hell yeah, I want to wear a dress all the time.
Oh Jesus.
I
Listen,
wish fantasy clothing was like a normal thing to wear. Imagine going around like in like a fancy like elven looking dress.
Nothing is technically stopping you, Maya.
listen,
No, but I'll get weird looks. Plus, it's
I
not like
own a bunch
easy
of
to find.
dresses
Mm.
that are like way over the top for what I use them for. Like I will wear a fit and flare like 50s dress going to the grocery store
Uh-huh.
just because I love it, and people always compliment me. Like I've never had people look at me like, "Why the heck are you wearing that?" They always
You
are
will
like,
have to
"Holy
show
crap,
me
that looks
again.
great."
You will have to show me.
So
Yes, I love them.
the only reason that is saying like not overdressed for me is the fact that I need to wear a bra, and I hate bras with
I
passion. Okay.
So here's the
Understandable.
thing. I have to wear bras most of the time because I'm too big not to wear one. Like it hurts my back not wearing one.
It doesn't look good, Wayson, in a dress when you don't wear a bra, because you're supposed to have boobs under your neck when you wear a good when you wear a good dress. Just saying, it looks sexy that way, not like some floppy, like coconuts on your
I mean,
chest.
no one said it had to look good.
That's what. Okay, fair. So you want to look ugly overdressed, fair.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
I'm still going underdressed. It's more comfortable.
Enough said this stream just got
We are
steamy.
always steamy. It depends on what we're talking about.
All right, let's go next.
Okay, would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have the access to your internet history? Internet history, because
Yeah,
weirdly
I
enough,
guess I don't really care that much.
I do not look up sexy things on the internet. I know it may be
Then
sound.
where do you look it up?
I
Sorry,
I
I had to.
I buy sexy visual novels instead.
Mm.
So that is not my internet history. That is my anime. That is my anime like shelf that I got. That is not my internet history.
But I mean, did you buy that over the internet though?
No, I go to the
Okay.
store.
I don't know. I don't know which one's worse. I have really bad intrusive thoughts. Like, not. I don't know. I have ones where it's like the whole like I see something and I'm like, what if I cut my hand on that and it's just awful?
See,
So-
that is funny. That is funny, Jen, because I do the same thing. It's so weird. Like when I see a car, I've like my brain is like, what would happen if I jump in front of that car? And then my
Yeah,
brain is like instantly, don't think that. Stop
we
that.
we have a skewer thing at work that we put our receipts on,
Mm.
and every single time I see it, my brain's like, just slap it with your hand
Oh.
straight through, and I'm like, no,
No, stop that.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know if I want to subject other people to those like random intrusive thoughts.
And yes, Wei said I'm sophisticated. Okay.
But also, my internet history is very kinky. Not gonna lie.
Hey,
So
hey. We ain't
I
judging.
don't
You
know.
learn something new every day.
We ain't judging here. It is totally normal. Everybody in everybody's chat. It is normal to look up sexy things on the internet. Okay? It is all right. It becomes an issue when you look up things that are not okay. Okay? Good.
Thieving.
What about you?
What's Steve saying?
I went to the market and asked for hentai, but all I got was this rubbed chicken without any. Ha! God damn it.
Oh, I love it.
What
Very
about you,
funny.
Maya?
I
Jen,
think it's a
listen.
limited answer. I don't really think I have anything that bad in my search history, so sure, go ahead, people.
You might question some of my question that I asked Google. That might be like embarrassing, but yeah,
He's
no.
a no. I do not know what that is.
Huh?
Let me look it up. I'm curious now.
Uh,
So my thing is, I'm chronically curious online, and I like to see the weirdest stuff that people are into. I'm
What
looking it
is
up.
that?
oh
I have
no.
no idea. Don't do it. I'm doing it. You can't stop me.
Did I spell it wrong? I think I did. Nope. Oh, that's not. That is not even bad, Stevie. Come on.
Yeah.
There are worse things than that.
Is
It's
this the
just
thing that makes you go gremlin?
okay.
Listen, I like to do things when people tell me not to do them.
So to make it PG, it's just Japanese BDSM. Okay.
Okay. I was too lazy
No,
to look it up.
that's not wrong. That's just sexy.
Frankly, no. It looks painful to me. I don't do that.
I mean, I guess it depends how flexible you are.
I am extremely flexible, to be honest. I've been ever since I was a kid, but it's just the rope.
Okay, see, I know what that one is, so I'm not gonna do that one. I'm only curious on things that I don't know.
All right, next. So pretty
Next
much, internet history, and that will now be part of my internet history forever.
Thank you,
Huh.
Stevie. Thank you.
Thank you, Stevie. I definitely love my Bible study and discussion material. It's very good.
Yes. Oh, right. I am not even Christian, but that is very important. Okay, next question.
Everyone remember
would
do
you?
your BDSM homework.
Oh my god, what kind of question is this? Would you rather lose your sight or your memories? Sight.
Site.
Oh, that's tricky though.
I am so scared of getting Alzheimer's when I get older.
But at the
You
same
must
time, it's
maintain
like
my
if you lose
innocence.
your sight, there's just so many things you can't do.
But
Well, I mean, the thing is,
losing your memories can also mean that your personality change.
True.
yeah,
It could
you
change for
wouldn't
the better.
be you anymore in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, everybody in my
mean,
chat is saying memories.
I mean, I guess it depends on your life. Like for me, I haven't had any traumatic experiences that make me not want my memory. Not saying I haven't had anything traumatic. I have, but nothing that's made me like not want it anymore.
So, Naf just said anything to get my friendship with Maya.
Damn.
Oh, he went for the kill.
Do you see why I
Naf
mean
woke
to
up
him?
and chose violence, legit.
No, this is just his everyday state.
But personally, I have a belief that the way that my youth was, even though it was, you could say, was really bad. It is still the way it shaped me for who I am now, and I do like the way I am now, even though some people might not like the way I am now. But I set aside. You are not crippled just because you lost your sight.
No, but there's
Actually,
just so many things I
nowadays,
like
there's
to
a
do
bunch
that I
of
couldn't do if I lost my sight, though.
yeah, but you'd find other stuff. Like that's the thing I love about like people and humans is we are so adaptable.
Mm-hmm.
True, but
And
think
it
about
is
this, for example. You couldn't really do art, for example, if you lost your sight.
You are aware there are blind artists, right?
yeah,
Okay,
you just have to find a new way to do it.
Many blind artists
Yeah,
are
but that's not the
sculptors.
Yeah, but I couldn't do digital art ways. I don't know. Like you couldn't really play. Like how would I play Final Fantasy if I'm blind? You know.
What
Like
if driving is my job? Well, if your country has any sort of what is it called, disability program, you'd probably be able to do that until you find a new job.
Yeah, as Rachel said, I would probably go nuts too. Just I don't know.
Have
But the
good
thing is,
shower.
losing your memory is obviously very bad too. But I don't know. I guess it's just because I've thought about before, about losing my sight, because that is a real possibility. But losing your memory, I mean, that is a possibility too. But it's like it seems less likely, realistically, doesn't it, to lose your memory completely?
There is a thing called Alzheimer's, Maya.
Well, yeah, but that's usually when you're very old, right?
Nope.
No,
No,
you can have early onset where you can lose it when you're in like your 30s and
Yep.
stuff.
but isn't it most typical when you get old?
Most typical doesn't mean it's not gonna happen,
True, but I don't know.
but
Maybe
it
maybe
is.
there's a higher chance of that than going blind, but I've definitely more often worried about going blind than losing my memory.
I don't know. I know if I ever went like blind, hopefully never, but if I do, I know that a lot of things, at least in my country, are built with people with like a lot of disabilities in mind.
Mm,
But at the same time, I also still know there's a lot of hardships even in like countries like mine where it makes it very difficult,
I do
because
agree.
a lot of places aren't built for disabilities,
No.
unfortunately.
I do agree with Maya
yeah.
that the idea of me not being able to, like, all the visual stuff that I do, the games, the art and stuff like that, sure, that is scary. But if I lost my memory,
Hey.
I would not be able to do the same art that I do today. I would not have you two as my
Yeah.
friends. I
Yeah.
would not be doing VTubing, probably.
Well, the thing is,
And
right, even if you lose your memory, you still have people around you that will try to remind you of all the things you
would
did.
you believe them? What does
But it also
it
would
make
be
you believe that what they're saying are true to you? You might think that they're just lying.
and it's the whole
Why
thing
would you though?
too.
And because you don't know.
You guys are good at Terraria. Just picked up Terraria, but I kept on dying. Do you guys have any good tips?
Don't die. No, I'm sorry.
I don't
Gear,
wanna make
no.
clean that
armor,
we're just digging.
armor. Take it slow.
Yeah.
Real. Take it
Mining
slow.
helmet.
Mining helmets is also basically slowly and steadily get gear. So the armor gear. So what gives you defense and stuff like that. And the more armor you get, and also start out making a world that isn't on master. Take it on normal.
And I'll also say avoid the fucking desert.
Yes.
It's a horrible place.
Yes.
No.
Stevie.
Just start out near the
Stevie
forest
did
and the central
ask.
ice area.
Stevie did ask, "How old do you guys think is old?" And I think I already. Old to me is when you're around 90. Just so you know.
It also old is different person to person too.
Yes.
Because I've met two people the same age, and they're at different levels of old. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I have met people who are like 70, who are not in a mean way, but basically 1 foot in the grave.
Wait,
But I've
so
also
did you
met
just call me
people-
old? Oh my god,
Dang.
the rudeness.
Disrespect. But also it's like I've met people who are the same age at 70, and they like you would think they're in their 40s, So I think person to person it's different. I'm sorry I don't understand anything
Yeah,
you
I
said
am
because I just
writing.
picked it up.
Basically,
Yeah.
mine all the ore you see and just make armor out of it. That's it.
Yeah. Basically, you want to collect as much gold as you can, keep it safe, put it in a chest, because when you die, you'll drop it. And use that to save up for a mining helmet. And make sure you build a house that has efficient lighting and then a chair and a table.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can use a workbench. And that'll get you NPCs, and those NPCs will be able to sell you stuff. Oh god. No, 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 no.
Are you dying?
No, I almost found the wall of flesh.
And
Oh.
yes, it's not.
Nice.
We did see what you were writing real, and we do apologize if what we were saying was not like clear.
we're all talking over each other.
Yeah.
It would be much
We're-
easier to show you some of this stuff, but it's just really hard when we're three people all having stuff to say and going like crazy sidetracked all the time.
Yeah, because we all have different like things that we would say would be your first priority.
Yeah.
Like Vixen said the armor, and I'm instantly like, get that gold, get that mining helmet.
My
Because
first thing would
to
just be
me-
build a freaking house so you can survive the first night. That's like always
Yeah.
my first priority.
True. But yeah, we all got different things.
Yep.
One thing I can recommend is the Terraria Wiki has a lot of useful information
Yes.
if you need extra
Get
help.
on the wiki.
But if
I
that
I've been
recommend
playing.
looking up Terraria housing and just starting out building a house so you can at least survive, have a safe space, and then go from
Yeah.
there. That's probably my initial startup.
Yeah, and just know this is a game that you'll need a wiki for.
Mhm.
You
I
can
mean,
try
at least
and
if
like
you don't want to lose every single brain cell trying to figure out things on your own.
you know, like
Because there's a
even me,
lot of stuff in this game.
I've been playing this game for over a decade now. Like no exaggeration. And I still need the wiki.
Speaking of which, if you are watching this on the YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Do hit that like and that subscribe button. It helps out a lot. If you are watching this on the Twitch, thank you so much. Hit that follow button. It helps up even more.
We appreciate
Thank you for the promo.
Yes.
Okay,
Next
would you
question.
rather? Yeah.
Would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power?
Universal respect?
Yes. So everybody respects you, believes what you're saying, and if you say we are gonna do this, they will actually do that.
I'd rather have universal respect. I don't know what I'd do with all that power.
I don't know.
Unlimited power.
I mean, like, think about it. You'd go, like, it's like, with both of them, you could get a free meal at a food place,
Mm.
but one of them you could either scare them into giving you a free meal, or one of them you'll just go in and they'll be like, hey, let me get you something to eat, you know? And I'd rather the latter.
I
'cause
think
it
I
just-
also
it's
rather have the
nicer
latter. Like being able to, like, people being happy to see you, like everywhere
than
you go.
scared.
Oh my
I
god, that
mean,
would be.
I guess that would be better, yeah, but it's not really something that I'm like, oh yeah, I need this. Like,
Think
I don't
about it. You could
really-
become
I don't need
ambassador
everyone
to
to-
every country in the world. Because
I mean,
no matter
if it
what.
helps Franco move here, then sure. That's like the only thing I care about with that.
So I would
I
say
think
I
the
respect.
respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather give up air conditioning or heating for the rest of your life, or give up the internet for the rest of the life? Yeah, heating, conditioning.
Heating, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's already almost the circumstances that I live under.
Listen, I grew
I
up
mean, at least
without
don't have
a
any
working
air condition.
AC.
I have some heating during the winter.
I grew up without a working AC for most of my life. I'll survive. I survived then, I'll survive now.
Yeah, the internet is basically my entire life. What would I do without it?
We don't have getting an AC in Denmark is very rare. We usually buy like a fan or something like that, and heating
Yeah.
is not rare. It is essential. So every house has heating. So I could survive
Is it
without
getting
so
heating.
expensive that I have the heating on low usually, anyways.
Mm,
But yes, it would obviously be worse without.
I was
mean, all you would have to
internet.
do is just get a better insulated house and you should be good.
Yeah, and then
sometimes
tons of layers.
depending on
just
where
have
you
a
live.
fire.
Okay.
Just make fire.
Depending on where you live, making a fire or getting better insulated housing is not easy, just saying. Because in the house that I live in, first of all, it is it's a house made of wood. So making a fire is not good.
I mean, just have a fireplace.
I can't get that. I can't get that. I'm not allowed.
Fair enough.
And
Well, screw the rules.
Fire.
Who's gonna go check?
and we cannot what's it called, do any construction to our house, so getting it better isolated is not a possibility either.
Well, then just get a different house.
Okay, Maya, are you gonna buy it for me?
I
Yeah,
agree. Phoebe.
sure. This is in a
Make the
dream
house
world.
into a fire.
You know what?
All the
Good
best
idea, actually.
reasons. Yeah. Okay. Would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella or swim in a pool full of syrup? Maple syrup, sorry.
I don't know.
Can
Both
you
of them sound
swim in
agree, though.
not
Nutella?
good. I feel like it's
Isn't
too
it too
thick.
dense?
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, isn't it extremely dense?
I don't
Well,
know,
I mean,
but
I feel like you
since
wouldn't
Nutella
really be able
would
to
be
move much
easier
in
to
it.
clean off.
I would say syrup, mainly because I'm afraid that my dogs will lick the Nutella and get sick. So
Fair.
I would say maple
But
syrup.
I honestly don't know what either of them would really be like, so it's hard to answer. But I
Have
guess
you?
the syrup sounds at least like you can move more in it.
Yeah, like syrup is easier to move in. Nutella is very dense.
Yeah, it is, right? I mean, I don't have Nutella very often, but whenever I do, I feel like, scooping some out of like the what do you call the container or something. It's usually like you can feel like, that you have to pull a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have
Mhm.
yours in the fridge, Maya? Just asking.
I think I've tried both, but no, my
Don't.
family doesn't usually keep it in the
Yeah,
fridge.
don't. That you make it hard. So don't ever do that.
But there's still like, a bit of pull to it compared to syrup, I would assume.
Well,
Now I
syrup.
really want
I haven't really dealt
Nutella.
with either recently.
Syrup is extremely sweet. Hence the point why you use it on like pancakes or stuff like instead of sugar.
I've never tried actual maple syrup. I've only had like the sugar, syrup where it's like imitating it.
Yeah.
I'm very curious on like actual maple syrup.
They don't really sell it here. You have to find a special store to find maple syrup in Denmark.
Uh, when after I had my procedure with my kidney stone and I was in my recovery, I had a jar of Nutella on my desk, and
Oh.
every day I just have like a spoonful of it.
Damn.
It was the
Nice.
only thing
I
like
do love
keeping me
Nutella.
going at that point. I haven't touched it ever since then. It was like I don't know, it's weird. It was my like recovery craving, I guess. I don't know if that's a thing.
Nutella. Well, craving is a thing, and it doesn't matter. Like it's different from person to person. So it's the same thing about
Alright,
me.
when I was recovering from that, I only wanted
Yeah, I get that.
Hmm?
It's the same thing about me when I've been at work. I really, really want a burger or French fries. Freaking
That would
Yeah.
be
French
so good, though.
fries. I love that. So I get
Yeah.
that. I
Best
get
thing
that.
ever.
Okay. Would you rather do hard labor under a hot sun or extreme cold? Cold.
How extreme is the cold? Because
It-
I have
Okay.
I'd probably say hot. I'm from Florida. I have a heat resistance. I do not have a cold resistance. If it's under 70 degrees, I'm freezing. Okay? And that's what? That's like 28 degrees, 25
Funny.
degrees or something.
Really?
I cannot. I have
That's basically our
Let me-
summer. What? No,
Yes.
that
see.
can't be real.
It
can it?
is. Lit,
let
Maya.
me see. Let me double check. I want to make sure I'm giving you the right number.
That is why I am a little bit worried when I go to visit Jen because it is in their summer and I am worried that I might die.
Okay, so it's 22 degrees.
Yeah, that is our summer.
Yeah, anything lower than that, I am freezing.
That is our
To be-
summer.
To be fair, I can say even like during our summer, if we've had like a few days of 30 degrees or something, and then we suddenly, the next day it's suddenly 22 degrees, it does end up feeling rather cold because it's a comparison thing. If you get used to it after a few days, it's not as bad at all, if you know what I mean.
What best
So-
temperature for the ding dang tree? 70 degrees flat. No higher, no lower. It's perfect.
But my problem is, right, if it's the cold, I feel like your entire body would just be so frozen that it's like
Yes.
painful to
70
move.
Kelvin.
But with the heat, I feel like I'm just gonna feel so sick moving in such a heat. That's like birth would just be
depends.
absolutely horrible.
I would
Like,
say extreme cold, mainly because you're doing labor, guys. You're not standing still. You're actually doing something. You're doing hard labor, so you're lifting
yeah,
things.
but if it's extremely cold, it'll still be cold.
You do know that your body generates heat when you do
I
hard
know,
labor,
but
right?
it'll still
Yeah.
be cold.
But also, like, it's really good for your body to do it in the heat because it's a lot of like getting rid of excess water and stuff as long as you stay hydrated. Because
all I can think
Mm.
about is if it's the heat, that's mean the sun is out all the day, which means that I need to worry about sun like screen, like, and me
Mhm.
get tan that is not brown. I get red because I'm a fucking
Yeah.
ginger.
Yeah, that's
Me.
fair.
I'm not a ginger, but I burn so easy.
Me too.
That is the
Which,
only
by the way,
thing I
we
inherited from my dad was all his gingerness.
Nice.
but I was gonna say, Vixen, we definitely need to get sunscreen when we
Oh
do
yeah,
the
don't
park
worry.
and stuff like that.
I
Like,
will.
it's not an option.
I will take my own and take extra.
Well,
Yes, I do not get brown. I get red. I am not
Yup.
capable of getting brown. I don't have the physiology to do that.
I will say
Okay.
I haven't gotten a good like sunburn in a while.
Oh Jesus.
But I remember when I was younger, I used to, and then you could just like peel the skin, and it was so like satisfying
It
in like
is.
a
It
gross
is
way.
satisfying. I will say one
Yeah.
thing. After I got, so when you get burns, first degrees are very bad, right? The
Yeah.
lower the number, the worse it is, right?
Mm,
Okay, so
sorry, say it again.
so when you got burns, you
Yeah,
burns.
first, second, and third.
Yes.
Third degree is basically your skin is melted and charred. Like
Yes.
there's no saving it.
I got
Yeah, I
third.
thought you were saying it opposite way. Yeah, I'm
I
following now.
got third. Wait, stop confusing me, please. I got third degree burns on my shoulder when I were a mailman, which meant that I was not capable of wearing any shirts that had any kind of like shoulder parts to it. And it was so bad, guys. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, that happened to my brother. It literally he got like boils on
Yeah.
his skin, and they welted up, and they were huge and
Yep.
full of like gross. And he still has scars on his shoulders now, but they look more like birthmarks
Yeah.
from it.
I have hidden my scars on my left shoulder with my tattoo. On the right shoulder, it's pretty much just my birthmarks are there now, so
Yeah.
it cannot be seen.
But it is that time. Time to
Oh,
go.
it is. I will put a pin in the would you rather questions because some of them are actually really fun. So I will save this page.
Okay. Good idea.
Also, thank you so much for the void bag. That has helped so much with my like.
I know, right? The void bag is so amazing, which is why I really wanted to make one for us.
I
just
haven't
and I
forgot.
used it at all.
I didn't
You sure?
realize.
I
You
don't
sure
know.
nothing is in it? It automatically fills up.
Yeah, it automatically fills up, but it's
And if
also
you do
like I
quick
put
stack-
all of my all of my potions in there, and they still let me do the B for the buff and the heal.
I
So
don't.
it's like
Oh,
it's so empty. My inventory is so empty, and I love it.
nice.
So
Can you like pin stuff in the void bag as well? Because
okay.
otherwise,
Yes, you
if
can
you like
favorite
use
it.
Summons the void will function as an
Oh,
instinctive
you
interior
can.
anomaly.
Void bag
Okay.
in the void bag? No, you can't.
I might be an idiot.
I mean, you could put it in there. There's the thing down
Why
here
are you
to
trying
access
to
your void
drink the
bag.
lake?
I was looking at my void bag trying to figure it out. And even Wayside told me I was drowning.
Oh, I love it. It's so good. 10 out of 10. I love this.
I don't get it.
Basically, it automatically fills up with all your stuff.
Yes. So when my
So if you
inventory
just open it,
so when my inventory is full, it will fill
yeah, stuff
out.
automatically goes in there.
Oh. Okay.
And if you quick stack, it'll also automatically stack the stuff in there.
Yep,
if you
and
haven't
then you
favorited it.
can.
So it's basically just an additional inventory for
Okay.
one slot.
You don't need the worship emote
Also,
to worship.
you can right click on it to close it, so nothing goes in if you don't want it to.
Oh, okay.
But I always just leave it open.
Can I just ask, what is this?
That is the void bag, just as an item on the ground instead of like an inventory item. I was
Oh.
making it that
Cool.
just to make that thing as well, in case you want to drop your thing and then you want to access something in there. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, you can see it's the same portal as these ones here, so the other
Got
one's
it.
just an item.
Okie
Yeah.
dokie.
Love it. Alright, but it's go time.
Yes, it is go time. So thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back with this on Tuesday. And on Thursday next week, I will be back tomorrow with the last day of raid. So
Yes.
that doesn't mean that you guys cannot reach that level 25. You got to Sunday to do that, actually, or Saturday to be.
And I already did it.
Yes, and so did Stevie. So if
But
you
you're
have
saying you only have till Saturday or Sunday to do it?
yes,
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm gonna get it done then.
I am
I'll
sorry.
look into it, but
if you get to 15, no 12. Sorry, that is good enough. Don't worry about it.
okay.
What was I saying?
Sorry.
Raid promo done over. If you're watching this on the YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Do hit that like button and that subscribe button if you are watching this on the stream right now. Thank you so much for both lurking and being in the chat with us. We love you guys so much. If you hit that follow button, there we go. It will help us out a lot. I want to thank Maya.
Yeah, I'm here.
Good.
I just don't know
He's
what
gone.
Yes.
to say.
He
I was
left
like,
already.
Yeah, sure.
And I
You're
want
welcome.
and I want to thank Jen. Jen.
So I'm sorry.
Oh God! Come on!
I wanted to be quiet to make it funny.
God damn it! And to end it off with an even higher positive note, for those who weren't here earlier for the raid stream, I am getting a new model made by my model mama Tiger, and I can't wait to show you guys. So, thank you guys so much for watching.
Exciting.
I hope to see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye!
Yeah, thank you guys
Bye.
for watching. Bye.
Bye.